This is the Hauler, what is quite possibly one of the most underrated ships in the galaxy. And I get it. It only has a single small hardpoint for defense, so there's no way you're going to be doing any kind of combat with it. It's also not very fast, so it's not like you could outrun anything anyway if you did get into a fight. And worst of all, despite its name, it's not very good at hauling anything. But it's not useless. As an interstellar taxi, the Hauler has become a fan favorite for shuffling commanders to and from their ships around the bubble. Because of its relatively decent jump range, dancing between star systems to transport wayward pilots has become the Hauler's bread and butter. And this is all perfect because the Hauler is, well, expendable. Haulers are cheap, easy to outfit, and easy to fly. But this is an ancillary use. Nobody is waking up in the morning excited to go fly their Hauler. It's just the taxi to get you back home from a night tearing up the town with the Vulture. The tow truck delivering a gallon of gas to a ship stuck on the side of the road. It's kind of a crappy ship. It's ugly and it can't really do anything all that well. And I love it. I love this little beater ship. And if I'm going to be completely honest, it is my absolute favorite Zorgen Peterson ship. I love that it looks like sheet metal welded together in the slums of some desert planet. That the design is a classic throwback to old Earth that was Flash Gordon serials from centuries ago. I love its pointless tail fins and how small it is. But most importantly, I love that there's only one seat in this tiny transport shuttle. Let me explain. The Hauler can pretty easily be turned into a fairly decent short-range explorer. If you're a relatively new pilot, a Hauler is a good candidate to be your first real exploration vessel. And with a bit of help from a Guardian FSD, it can clock in a decent 40+ light years some odd jump range. All told, lightened and equipped for exploration, it's still a pretty bad little ship. But it's my little ship. No multi-crew, no ship launch fighter, no SRV bay, not even an AFMU. There's barely any room for a shield. Just me and a rust bucket starhopper built in a shed with just enough space in the back for a bed I know is going to be way too small. It's like camping, but without the bugs. It's perfect. And yes, of course, everything is harder. The jump range will always be mediocre, it doesn't have enough space to fit all the toys you would want to go exploring with, the fuel tank is way too small, and there's simply no viable way to park and scoop from a star before it starts cooking itself. You're going to have to become adept at drive-by scooping, and be okay with making multiple passes. No repair module, remember? Difficult choices are going to have to be made. I have better ships for exploration. Ships finely tuned to cut through the darkness and surf the wakes of neutron stars. This is not one of those ships. The Anaconda is a small research city that I captained through the galaxy. The Phantom is a precision instrument for charting the farthest distances of the unknown. But the Hauler is a rowboat I've taken out into the ocean. This is the ship that makes me feel like an intrepid explorer. And it bears repeating, there's a lot of stuff left unexplored. Even relatively close to home, you'll be surprised what you stumble upon in the dark. Unmapped planets, untouched systems, beautiful sights, and other more interesting things. I just went out in a Hauler and put my name on a whole star system. I found land in a rowboat. Objectively, the Hauler is not a good ship, and while it has been repurposed as an ad hoc ferry service by the enterprising commander, It really does not excel at anything enough to be worth consideration by anyone else. And I don't care. I love this goofy, half-baked, terrible little ship. It has character and charm, and has survived everything I've put it through, even when it probably shouldn't. So many commanders just skip over the hauler, and I don't really blame them. But for the people who have it figured out, the hauler really is a fantastic taxi. It really will take you wherever you need to go. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like this, please consider subscribing. And if you'd like to support making more of these, head on over to the Patreon page. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.